Welcome back to Breaking Banter. This is Nikhil. We have Michael sir with us, the head of Department of
Hi.
Social Sciences and Humanities. I also have my friend Kaushik with me. So IPL is coming in a couple of days, so we wanted to do another podcast regarding it. So let's start off with the finale of last season. RCB won its first trophy.
Yeah.
So let me know your thoughts on the season of RCB, sir.
Yeah, I think RCB, it was long time coming. I think we all wanted, the entire country, maybe the world wanted Virat Kohli to take the cup, lift the cup. Okay. But we can't call it jinx or anything, but they've been there in quite a few semi-finals, right, Kaushik?
Yeah.
But then they never made it till there. And this was one opportunity, and we saw the joy in the. Even as I'm talking, I can think of the tragedy, very unfortunate that happened in the stadium. But keeping that apart, I think it was such a joyous occasion for the RCB fans, right? So Kaushik, I wanted to ask you, because you are so much into cricket, how big is the RCB fan base, and then maybe we can ask Nikhil to take it forward.
Sir, regarding that fan base, we can clearly see the stampede and all.
Yeah.
And once I've been there, like for women Premier League, I was like shocked, in total shock, sir. They were on roads, no vehicles were seen. Clearly.
So it's that much
Normally,
of a craze.
We can
And then
clearly,
you're talking about the women's IPL,
Yeah.
right? Wow.
and what do we say? Normally in Bangalore, we can clearly see a vehicle traffic. But at that time, at that moment, I was like, where are the vehicles?
There were no vehicles. It's just,
No vehicles.
just people
No.
on the streets.
They were like dancing. They were just.
What was the
having fun.
occasion? What was the occasion? I mean,
The women's won their first maiden cup.
Maiden Cup. Yeah. Is it bigger than Chennai? That's one question that
Fan
we are
base.
all. Yeah.
Sir, regarding fan base, I can clearly say that Bangalore have more
I
fan
think
base.
RCB has a huge fan base.
Yeah. And I think we shooting this show here in Hyderabad. We are not belittling SRH. I'm sure we also have a big fan base, but nothing like what we see when it comes to matches happening, Chennai matches happening in, let's say, Rajasthan or Lucknow or Kolkata. They're always there. And I'm sure it's the same with SRH. Right?
SRH since 2024 has been growing the fan base very consistently because of the performance we have been putting up.
Yeah.
Like the standard of T20 level batting has been set by SRH.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
biggest scores coming,
Totally agree
even
with
in the World Cup also. Like the first name that comes to everyone's mind around the world is Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Absolutely.
That's a template set by them.
For the
think,
batting.
yeah. I think, was it David Warner who started it? Or
No.
yeah, that's something that.
The standard of batting has been set since Pat Cummins and Daniel Vittori came
they
into
Got
the team.
into the management.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Regarding that, what do we say? Pat Cummins at we can clearly see the difference between
His leadership.
IPL and World Cup. If we see, he's at a stage where we were expecting international teams to hit 300 in this IPL, in this World Cup.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So do you think
Everyone-
somewhere, it started somewhere with SRH or
Clearly,
yeah,
Pat Cummins mindset. Sir.
Pat Cummins?
He was like, we need to just smash around the stadium. We need to hit higher target, whatever it might be. And Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head clearly
Yeah.
dominated the.
Absolutely. Yeah,
batting
that is
stage.
one combination that was unbeatable. One of them, invariably, they clicked. And I think Abhishek has mentioned many times that the confidence that Travis had rubbed on to him. He's learned a lot from.
Even credited the
Yeah.
coach Vittori and Pat
Absolutely.
Cummins for backing them to just go for it and smash.
Now you're talking about Cummins. So how many matches is he going to miss?
5 matches.
5 matches. So hopefully he comes back quickly. How good a leader is Ishan Kishan?
It's a new role for him,
Yeah.
leading
I
a
don't-
franchise.
Leading a franchise might be, but I don't think captaincy is not new for him. You can see he won that SMAT
Okay.
for
Okay.
Syed Mustafa Ali.
domestic. Yeah.
Hmm.
From the SMAT, He got the chance to international again.
Okay.
Like he made the comeback.
Yeah, we are forgetting that he was out of the team
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around 2 years he was
That's
out
true.
of the
Mm.
Indian board.
Now
He
it's-
lost central contract,
Yeah.
and then he made again the comeback stronger. That
Such a
He-
strong comeback. I think if he's the third highest run maker in the T20 World Cup, if I'm not wrong.
third.
Because I think Samson was somewhere there, number 2
Yeah.
in terms of number of
I don't
runs.
think
Yeah.
Ishan Kishan was on the top 5, yes.
Top
No,
5?
He's in the top 5.
He's in the top
yeah.
5. Yeah. Some position there. So that's a great achievement for someone
And-
who's been away.
Currently,
And,
he's the number 3rd T20 batsman.
Yeah, that's an amazing growth, right?
Yeah.
To be there.
We can clearly say that from trolls to
Yeah,
The
from
high
trolls,
peak.
the sort of trolls that we saw about him. Right, Nikhil?
Yeah, so I also wanted to touch upon the trades which happened. Big changes, big trades.
Absolutely.
Sanju Samson has come into Chennai Super Kings, and Ravindra Jadeja
Yes.
went back to Rajasthan Royals.
Now, here I wanted to just ask you all, because if at all, it's a hypothetical question. If at all Sanju Samson did not accomplish whatever he accomplished in the World Cup, would it still have been such a big trade? I know it's a difficult question to answer, but then
I guess the trade happened before the World Cup.
yes,
Sir. They have traded him because they saw some potential in him.
absolutely.
And even Chennai needed that backup after if MS Dhoni leaves the franchise. They were finding that backup, and hopefully they got it.
Do you think his leadership qualities also were kept in mind, because he's led Rajasthan for a
Rajasthan.
very long time?
Yeah,
So for the future, not immediately.
I guess his leadership is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Because Rajasthan has done most editions. I think they've done
Yeah.
very well. So I think that, and then by the way, Chennai is being led by Ruturaj.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that he's there. He's again a good leader. Yeah.
And again, we can say that this time Chennai haven't gone for experienced players. Clearly, there are young talent can be seen in their
Yeah.
team.
That's true. And I think what Nikhil was talking about was Ravindra Jadeja going back to
Yeah.
Rajasthan. That's a big move, because I remember, I don't know how old you were, but I remember the first edition with Shane Warne at the helm.
Yeah.
And how much of an influence Ravindra Jadeja was in that particular edition, which they won. So, a total utility player, great batsman, amazing fielder. I think it's a powerful combo that they come back. But now he comes back as a senior member, like a mentor to the other members. Yeah, so that's big trades. Yeah.
What I think is, regardless of the performance of Samson, he fits in well in the composition of Chennai Super Kings.
That's true.
Like he brings that balance to the team. Like as Kaushik mentioned, if at all MS decides to retire,
True.
he fits in well as a wicket keeper as well.
Exactly.
And they already have Dubey, he's a very good finisher.
True.
So yeah, I think he fits well in the composition. And Jadeja going to Rajasthan is a surprising move for me. Maybe I thought he would have been into auction, but I didn't expect him to be traded to Rajasthan.
Yeah.
Because they already have Shimron Hetmeyer, who's a powerful striker. They have Rian Parag, who's a powerful striker. They have Dhruv Jurel.
Jurel is also there. Yeah.
They have one of the rising talents right now, Vaibhav Suryavamshi,
Yeah.
along
Yeah.
with Yashasvi Jaiswal.
So, do you think his bowling also, could have been factored in? We all know what a great batsman he is, but very often we don't talk about his bowling. Those 4 overs with the sort of experience that he has, I think would have been one factor.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah.
Like Jadeja is also known for bowling, taking less time to bowl an over.
Yes.
So, like he quickly finishes the over, and that intimidates the batsman also.
Absolutely. So these are things, we don't know what goes into the mind of the people who pick them, but I'm sure they do a lot of homework before they decide on players. And now that we've spoken about Chennai a little while ago, I think I am asking that question. We don't want him to go away from IPL, but how long is he going to play? Do you think he did justice to his position last time? We saw some good innings. I'm talking about MS Dhoni.
Yeah.
Right? So, Whatever opportunities he had last time, do you think he did justice? Is it more about him and his aura, or is it also about his game? That's a big question that I have.
What I feel is like he is currently playing for his fans
Absolutely.
because the age he have, I don't think no one could survive that long.
Yes, absolutely. Not that he's playing badly, because we've seen him come with those knocks.
Yeah. Crucial
As far as I remember, I mean, those, 7-ball, 20s, or, all of that. And one more question, I think, is he going to be the impact player? That's one question I'm sure many people have on their minds.
That only time will tell, sir.
Yeah.
Because that totally depends on the situation of the match.
Yeah. Like Rohit Sharma last time.
Yeah.
Impact player, right?
But
he would
like,
come, score those runs, and then, yeah.
Like, if you compare Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings, there are many leaders in Mumbai Indians to, just
that's a good point you're making. Yeah.
look over in the field and, give that push to other players. But when it comes to Chennai, there are very young players, not inexperienced, but, very young people. So someone like Dhoni being in the field would be a good push to them, good motivation to them.
Yeah, so that would be one decision weighing heavily against him, because they wouldn't want him just sitting there and coming to hit those 30s, 40s, or
What I feel is, sir, they might, take him as impact player at the first beginning of the format.
Okay.
Because they might check on Sanju Samson being wicketkeeper and controlling the.
That's true. He's done it before.
Yeah. And also vice versa, maybe first half or else because of his knocks, they might bring him as impact player at the end. We never know.
So one point I'd like to bring is, in the last season, if I'm not wrong, Dhoni came very down the order because he
Number
was
7 something,
having some injury.
Yeah. We are forgetting that. Yeah.
Stephen Fleming told that because of that, they were pushing him down the order, giving other batsmen the priority. So depending on that, if he's in good form right now, I think he's going to come up like number
maybe 3, 4.
5 down, at least 5 down.
At least 5.
Now that Jadeja is also not there.
He's not there, yeah.
And he can, show us the vintage MLB he
Yeah,
is.
absolutely. We've seen glimpses of that even last time. Again, one more question. Do you think the fans and the pressure that the franchise has because of the fans wanting him there on the ground would play an important role? I know it's about winning. I know it's about the cup. But it's also about that emotion associated with Dhoni. So what is your take on that?
MS Dhoni is someone who I've never seen take pressure, sir. He's very calm and composed.
Yes.
He knows how to manage his emotions. He knows how to read the game, read the field, everything. So I don't think that weighs anything on him.
No, my question was, do you think the fans wanting him there on the field would be a factor that the franchise would think of before deciding on this impact player thing? I don't know how many people are even thinking of it. Do you think the fans would want him there all the 20 overs? Right behind the wicket.
Obviously, the fans would want Dhoni to play as many overs. They would like to see him as much as possible. But at the end of the day, it's the strategy of the team and the franchise. Like, depending on the game, depending on the stage where they are in the leaderboard, depending on that, they have to take a call. Because at the end of the day, it's a franchise game.
And also regarding that, we can say he can also manage the team outside the field too. Like, he can have a seat at pavilion and he can control the game clearly.
That's also very true about him. Yeah. What about Virat Kohli? Yeah, the superstar of last time. Okay, the one who lifted the cup for RCB. Keeping all that emotion aside, how well prepared Virat Kohli is at the moment is one question, because we've not seen much of him, right? So I know, his work ethic and all are of very high standard. So we know that he will not take anything for granted. But maybe we should talk about that aspect. That'll be the deciding factor how RCB plays this time.
What I want to say is that what I feel is he's gonna bring that 2016 Virat Kohli back.
Because what makes you think like that?
After
Kaushik.
retiring from the internationals in
Hmm.
T20 mainly,
Hmm.
he is always eager to score
Hmm.
runs.
Absolutely.
And it's been so many months that we have seen him bat. So
Yeah.
what I feel is that he'll clearly dominate this time. Is what I feel.
Yeah, I think Kaushik has a point because I'm just trying to go back memory lane. I mean, we need to keep doing that because of so much of cricket happening around us. I think the last one day tournament that was played, he had 1 century or 2 centuries.
2 centuries.
2 centuries,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that there is a big point that he's making because whatever little opportunities he's had, he's performed exceptionally well.
Yeah.
So, and knowing him, the sort of hard work he puts in, I think Kaushik has a point. We all will be very glad to see 2016 Virat Kohli. I mean,
The
2016 is a special year for him in terms of the number of runs that he scored. I think that's still a record.
Yeah. 967.
Yeah, that's the record that still stands today.
Like it has been a very long coming dream for him to lift a trophy with RCB.
Yeah, that
And
has
now
happened.
that the king has got his
Yeah,
throne,
I
he'll
think-
make sure that he'll defend it.
Yeah,
He'll be more
That's a big
hungry to
statement. Yeah.
show the world who Virat
True.
Kohli is, who
True.
RCB is. So
Yeah.
he's going to dominate. For sure.
Absolutely. Moving up north, okay, what are the chances of Kolkata Knight Riders? You should not forget, there's such an exciting team, always, right? I mean, what I like about KKR is the way everyone pitches in, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing that I like about everybody coming in and contributing for the team. I mean, we all know of KKR with Gambhir at the helm, but
Yeah.
this time I know it's not possible. So, what are the chances for KKR this time? Who are their star players? Maybe we need to talk about players now. Yeah.
Regarding that, sir, what do I feel is this season mainly they're back. Like this IPL 2026 is clearly back of fast bowling, pace bowling. But mainly focusing on teams, KKR have no experienced bowlers. Is what I feel like.
Yeah, I mean Russell is not. playing
Yeah,
this
Russell
time,
is
right?
not playing. He tied himself, and Harshit Rana
Hmm.
Also suffering injury.
ruling out.
Oh, he's still.
Yeah.
So that's a big miss because
Yeah. And
he's a very
Mustafizur
good
Rahman-
bowler. Yeah.
Mustafizur Rahman mainly because of that.
Yeah,
Bangladesh
because of that
clash.
issue, he's not there. Okay, so who's there is a question now. Yeah.
Vaibhav Arora, like we can see him swing the ball both ways,
Okay,
but
but do you
we
think?
also should take a consider of being in the game.
Yeah, being in the game, the lack of experience.
Yeah.
Do you think it's?
We
going to-
clearly saw that he was throwing away extras last season.
That's true.
But
Is it batting heavy?
I
KKR
would
and
like
most
to
teams are
add
batting heavy.
a point to
Yeah,
bowling.
please.
Let's not forget that they have Sunil Narayan and Varun
Yeah.
Chakravarti.
Absolutely. So they
So
have the
eight,
top.
8 overs for them is,
That's big. That's big.
very strong for them. And they also brought Umran Malik.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pace.
Yeah, those good old days of him bowling for SRH and that the wicket somersaulting and
Yeah.
all of that. Cartwheeling. That's the
Yeah.
right word. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
so-
do still have a balance. Like I think they need to find a balance. I also see
At the
that
leadership level,
Ajinkya Rahane is
Ajinkya
the guy.
Rahane,
So
yeah.
experience-wise, Rahane is
Yeah.
one of the best
To
leaders.
add what Nikhil said, we can say Abhishek Nair might add his experience to the bowling unit also.
As the coaching staff.
Yeah, because we can see Abhishek Nair, he clearly changes the mindset of players. We
So
can
do you
see-
think that him being at the helm?
He might play a
Yeah.
crucial role.
Yeah, I think all teams depend a lot on these support staff. I still remember, I don't know who's there with SRH, but I remember Lara and Muralidharan together,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a deadly combo, One of the best batters in the world, one of the best bowlers. Sometimes you have teams like that who have such a strong support staff in terms of who leads them there. That could play a big role.
That's
Yeah.
true, because even Abhishek Sharma keeps giving credit to Brian Lara, like how much that Lara sir believed in me and backed me so much.
That's
still keeps in, Abhishek Sharma tells that he still keeps in touch with Brian Lara to get guidance. So that obviously is reflecting clearly on his performance.
That's great. So I think we've sort of spoken a little about SRH and Chennai and RCB, and then we moved to Kolkata. But then what about Lucknow? What are Lucknow is a good team, right? You know, I mean, we've seen them perform pretty well. In fact, I think in the not the last edition, the one before that, they were in the semis, right? I remember.
I don't think so, sir.
When was that? I mean, when are we talking about KL Rahul somewhere in the playoffs?
No, sir.
No? So they've never been there?
Playoffs? I don't think so.
I don't.
Okay. So maybe I'm getting so. So then, what are their chances? What are their chances?
The batting is clearly strong, sir, because their opening pair is Eden Markram and Mitchell Marsh. Two strong hitting batsmen.
Absolutely, yeah. We are forgetting that, yeah.
And
I would add that the management team should.
Yeah, I think there were some few issues. That
if they are good, they might have the chance to not to win the cup, but getting into the.
KL Rahul is not leading them.
No, Rahul is in Delhi.
He's moved, right?
Yeah.
So who's there?
Rishabh Pant.
Yeah.
The most extensive
absolutely.
player of IPL.
Yeah, somehow, you know, the short-term memory that we have, because he's not been around for quite some time. He's a champion, I think, and I think you never know. I mean, how he sort of motivates his team. Mayank Yadav,
the pace.
he's with them, right?
Yeah.
Does he have the same pace? 150?
As we see in social media, as far as I saw, he does have that
pace. So the injury did not sort of.
He recovered well.
He recovered
well. Going to NCA, having that recovery sessions and all.
Yeah. What about their spinners?
Digvish Satya was about to come. The best controversial find which they had last season.
Yeah.
But he's a very good spinner.
Yeah, I think spin on Indian tracks is always that USP that you need to have.
Definitely.
Big question mark, sir.
Yes.
We can clearly say that it's a question mark. We never know, depending on the pitches.
Yeah.
So a few bowlers, they might have a lead, but.
Yeah, I think was it last time when, you know, there was this very clear the first part of IPL where, you know, the pacers did well, and the second half of it where spinners sort of, I remember.
Even the pacers also during the second half, most of them are used to bowl pace deliveries, depending on the pitch.
Where do we have Mohammad Siraj and Shami?
Shami is with Lucknow.
Okay.
He has been traded from
SRH, yeah. And
Siraj is with
Gujarat. Right, we move from LSG to Delhi.
Yeah.
Delhi again, we can clearly say that the anchor batsman, KL Rahul is there.
Yeah.
We should trade of Mitchell Marsh has been done, I guess.
No,
Mitchell from Delhi to
Mitchell Marsh was with Lucknow since last 2 seasons. Also, he was with Lucknow.
Okay, so who else is there apart from? I mean, I think we also need to talk about those 2 or 3 guys. Like, you know,
Abhishek
Porel.
Yeah.
Akshar Patel is the captain now.
Oh, yes. Again, a very good
They have Kuldeep
all-rounder.
Another gun fielder, left arm gun.
True.
They have Mitchell Stark with them. Nitish Rana.
Mitchell Stark is starting off, or is he going to come a little later?
We might see him in mid of season, I guess.
Okay, so I think it's going to be sort of even Stevens. SRH, we have Cummins coming in between, and there I think Stark also somewhere in between, right?
Australian board, they have suggested Stark that have some rest before going to the franchise.
Yeah, that was something that was in the news.
Because even they need him for their country to having him might be.
Was he the costliest buy 2 years ago?
Couple of years ago.
Yeah. Right.
He was bought by KK at that time.
So Delhi, pretty good team. Okay. Sort of underperformed. We always expect them to, you know, come with that bang because they are that, you know, you never know. They can beat any team on their day.
T20 cricket has become like that. It's very unpredictable. Even though, even the teams which we have spoken till now, everything on paper seems strong.
Yeah.
But who has that good day depends.
Absolutely.
The outcome is dependent on that.
That's true. Very true.
And they also have Lungi Ngidi
Mm.
in the last T20 World Cup, he was leading the bowling.
Absolutely.
Like he was leading, like taking charge more than Rabada.
Yeah.
You can say for South Africa, he's been very impressive. The pace of bowling.
Even bowled few crucial overs too. Like
Mm.
when Rabada was getting smashed, he took the lead and he started bowling those.
The South African, all the top 4 bowlers, are going to make a huge difference. Whether it's Jansen or all of them, because they are really good at that craft. But if you move from Delhi and maybe go to Punjab, finalists last time, yes, Shreyas Iyer
This is the
at
captain.
the helm, So what are their chances? They are a very good team. We all know about it. They've proved it by reaching the finals last time. But then, who are their star performers?
Obviously, Shreyas Iyer.
Iyer,
Okay.
Marco Jansen,
Mark Jansen is there again. Yeah.
and Nehal Vadera, the opening
Nehal
batsman.
Vadera,
Yes.
Along
again.
with him, Prabh Simran.
Prabh Simran always performs well. Those very useful 50s in 25 balls always come from him. Wicket keeper?
Yeah.
Short dominant batsman.
Yes, absolutely.
They also have Shashank Singh.
Shashank Singh,
Yeah.
Very
Finisher.
explosive
extremely good batsman. Yeah.
Nicholas Puran is there.
Nicholas Puran is with Lucknow.
Yeah, he's with Lucknow. You're right.
So when it comes to bowling, Punjab has Ashdeep Singh.
Mm-hmm.
They have Lockie Ferguson,
Wow.
Yuzvendra Chahal.
Yeah, they are pretty strong.
Mushir Khan, young Sarfaraz brother.
Yeah, is he with them?
Yeah, he's with
All-rounder.
Punjab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he an all-rounder?
Yeah.
You know him for his batting more, but he's off spinner. Or?
He is a spinner, leg spinner, leggy, I guess.
Right. No, I mean, we were talking about bowling. This team seems to
Yeah.
have a pretty good
Yeah.
bowling lineup, because that was something that we were discussing even off the show, that bowling is somehow, most teams don't seem to have that sort of a bowling lineup, but I think this team is pretty strong. Nikhil, we move from Punjab to Gujarat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Gujarat.
with
Always
Hardik.
a strong team.
In fact, the first time they competed, I think, did they win it or were they in the final? I mean,
Yeah,
this is 5 to
they
6
won.
years ago. They won it, right? Yeah. So they are an amazing team.
Led by Shubman Gill.
Ashish Nehra.
So Shubman Gill is there leading, and Hardik
Hardik
has moved to Bombay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I still have that Gujarat thing, but Hardik is leading Mumbai. Do not come to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are their chances with Shubman?
So it totally depends on how their players perform, sir. Because the names are definitely big. They have Butler with them,
Wow.
Rashid Khan with
Who
them.
served Rajasthan loyally for so long, right? For a very long time. Yeah.
They have Rashid Khan.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
Sai Sudarshan.
Hmm.
They have Shah Rukh Khan. They have Rabada. They have Siraj.
Yeah.
Prasidh Krishna.
Yeah, they have a very good team.
Jason Holder. Tom Banton. Glenn Phillips is also there.
Oh.
See, the names are there.
Yeah.
They need
Do
to
you
find
think
balance.
Glenn Phillips and Jason Holder could be those impact players for them? I mean, because I know it's a
I think
difficult thing, because Phillips, with his batting and fielding, we want him there always.
I think they're
But,
they're going to go with Jason Holder without he won't be the impact player because he's an all-rounder. He'll
Yeah.
ball
we are
and
forgetting,
bat.
yeah. He bats pretty well.
And pretty
He can
tall
lower
guy.
down. Yeah.
So he can be of good use in the field.
That's
Not
true.
that Glenn Phillips not counting him out. I think the inclusion of Phillips depends on how Butler performs. According
Yeah.
to me,
So sometimes, these players based on.
both are
on
hitting
that.
batsmen.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we can see the form of Butler has not been so great since the last
Do
World
you think
Cup.
that move also, because he was such a superstar
He was
for Rajasthan, right? You
like even when it comes to England also, like he was the number one
Yeah.
T20 batsman
the
for a
main
long
go-to
time.
batsman.
But I think he's going through a rough phase where like how Kohli went
Yeah.
through. Like, that phase is going on
I'm
with
sure.
Butler, but
It just requires one good innings to
We never know
change
English
everything.
batsmen.
He's a monster.
That's true. Any other English batsman with the other teams? And now that we're talking about Butler,
Johnny Bairstow.
best.
Bairstow, he's with Punjab, I guess.
Bairstow, yeah.
Another name which I've got is Liam Livingston.
Liam.
Oh, yes.
Hyderabad.
Yeah, how can we forget
Adding
him?
fuel to fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, a genuine all-rounder, right? one who can bowl the leg spin and the off spin,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I mean,
He uses.
yeah, he does that, and he's a huge, big hitter of the ball.
Punjab used him for a few matches to
Yeah.
bowl
Yeah.
according to the
Yeah, based on the
situation of the match.
Yeah, so we sort of covered. How can we forget Mumbai? We come back to Mumbai. I think in terms of trophies, number one, number two, right? Chennai
I
stands
think
at
they
number one.
both share 5 and 5. Right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something.
they both
Is it
share
5-5
yeah.
at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. For a very long time, it was Chennai right up there, and then they were catching up. But I think now they, So
These-
Mumbai.
Hardik,
This season we can clearly see a dominant team in Mumbai.
in Mumbai. Yeah.
Major,
Do you think Mumbai are slow starters? I mean, we've seen that in a few tournaments,
Yeah,
right?
that has been there.
They don't win the first few, but then they once
Yeah.
the momentum is there, they
they create that environment in the team. Like mainly Hardik creates that environment.
Yeah.
What do you
I'm
say?
going to read the lineup of Mumbai. It looks very dangerous to me.
Yeah, please
Clear
read, please
dominance,
read.
sir.
Rohit Sharma,
Okay.
Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Ryan Rickelton,
Wow.
Hardik Pandya, Mitchell Santner, Will Jacks, Trent Bolt, Quinton de Kock,
Wow.
What do they
Jasprit
do?
Bumrah.
Yeah.
What do they don't have, sir?
Yeah, I think
They have
that's
batting,
so
they have all-rounders, they have
Yeah.
bowlers.
Oh, sorry, they
spinners.
even have Stephen Rutherford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very dominant team.
So I mean,
Shardul Thakur, sorry.
last time I know we didn't perform that well, SRH, but Mumbai also, right?
Yeah.
Started slow. They won a few.
They qualified into semis also.
So like last
Yeah,
season,
they were in
Yeah.
the top four.
last season because of the mega auction, like every team needed to find that balance.
Yeah.
So, if you can see the tournament of SRH, they were struggling in the beginning, but at the end they could find a balance. And the last 4-5 matches, they have clearly shown
Absolutely.
what SRH is and what they
Yeah.
can do. So right now, like I don't think we have discussed about SRH yet.
Yeah.
So let's come back.
Yeah, maybe
Let's
we should
do-
come back.
go
But then
to-
we also need to understand that at the moment, with the sort of balance that Mumbai has, as Kaushik said, they are a very, very strong team.
Yeah.
I think, the firepower that they have, very difficult for
Very
other teams
dangerous.
to emulate. And we are so happy that so many of those players out there are from India,
Yeah.
right? And then you all obviously have a few others who are pitching in.
We can see fit Rohit Sharma.
Absolutely.
He got fitter than
Yeah,
used to be.
I think, he's
major credit to Abhishek Nair.
Abhishek Nair.
He got into Abhishek Nair's hands.
Yeah.
He got-
yeah. Right. So, do we come back to SRH?
Yeah.
What are our chances this time? We didn't do that well last year. So,
As a fan, but also as someone who loves cricket, SRH is, for me, it is the most explosive team when
Explosive.
it comes to batting, even this season.
even this is,
So I'm gonna read out the names.
Yeah, please.
Don't be scared, guys. We have Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma opening.
Yeah, the deadliest combination.
Abhishek Sharma is the number 1 T20 batsman right now.
At the moment.
And one down comes the number 3 T20 batsman, Ishan Kishan,
Wow.
who's going to lead the franchise for the first couple of matches.
Hmm.
And then
So, there are 3 left-handers there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
and then we have Heinrich Klaasen,
Hmm.
Nitish Kumar Reddy,
Wow.
Bryden Cars comes in. We have Aniket Verma,
Okay.
who he performed
He
very well
pretty
last season
yeah.
for us.
Yes.
We have Harsh Dubey, like
Okay.
a spinner all-rounder.
Okay.
Even he's good with bats. And when it comes down to bowling, we have Harshal Patel,
Hmm.
Jaydev Unadkat,
Yeah, that's a
the very experienced.
experience.
We have Ishan Malinga. I think this was a good find for us, like
Yes.
to balance out the team. We
Yeah.
also have Kamindu Mendes, if I'm not wrong.
No, I don't think he got.
Kamindu Mendes.
Let me just
Was
check. Yeah,
there?
he's there. Kamindu
He's there,
Mendes is
okay.
also there. I forgot what do you call. He switches his arms to ball.
Yes. Yeah. So they have this. They can bowl both ways, right?
We
Right.
can
and left.
also say Kamindu Mendes as not that good fielder compared to Glenn Phillips and Jadeja, but he was.
He's
good
okay.
He
in
took an
field too.
insane catch
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So again, batting heavy. Do you think so, or yeah? I mean, because
Obviously,
Somewhere-
it's very batting heavy, sir.
Yeah, because we suddenly don't find a Shami there, right? I mean, a big miss in terms of experience, right?
I mean,
Uh,
Unadkat is also
Unadkat is
very
there, yeah.
experienced.
But don't you think that SRH is missing a genuine fast bowler?
I mean, we do have Braden Cars, sir.
Okay.
He's a very, he has that pace. He balls more than
He's from
140s
England, right?
consistently. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And he's also bowling all-rounder. So he can be of use in the lower order,
Yeah.
like when we are chasing or something like that. And we also have Payne, like he's well experienced, but
Mhm.
it all depends on Vittori, sir. Being a spinner, he might have enough experience, but he can add his experience to the team as a head
Okay.
coach and Muthaiya Muralidhar, and of course
We were talking about the spinners for the SRH. Who are there? Whom do we have?
we have Harsh Dubey,
Harsh Dubey. Okay.
we have Zishan Ansari,
Okay.
we have Abhishek Sharma.
Abhishek Sharma. Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
that was it, even if
Yes.
we have come into Mendes.
Yes. So not bad.
Late
We have
Livingston.
a decent bowling lineup. But I think again
It's just
we
about
have
the
to say that
balance, sir.
yeah, I think at the moment I feel that it's more batting heavy, SRH, just like many other teams. But then we've also discussed about one or two teams which are more balanced than the others. Right. So Nikhil.
So
What are we looking
what
at?
are your expectations from IPL, sir? Like, which team, according to you, is going to dominate?
Yeah, I mean, last time, if you say, I'm just going back to 2025, whatever remains in our minds, what remains fresh in our minds is some stellar performances by most teams. I mean, their openers. Okay, that is something that sort of that trend was there. I mean, you may say SRH started it, and to a great extent, it's true. But then most teams seem to have that top-heavy batting lineup. But I think that the team which has the better bowling options is going to be a favorite. I think we've sort of discussed about Punjab,
Yeah.
which seems to have that balance. But then I think we need to dive deeper into it. I wouldn't want to name one team as a favorite. Obviously, from being from Hyderabad, we would want SRH to win. But I think that we have, as we already discussed, Mumbai very strong. And at the same time, with Samson going to Chennai, the things have changed there. So looks like Mumbai, looks like Chennai at the moment, but you should tell me.
Kaushik. What I would like to say is, it's clearly about the players' mindset and the management's mindset. Because we can see the dominance by different teams. It's not like only one team can dominate. We have seen in one season SRH dominating the batting, but there were a few teams who dominated those batting, like Lucknow, both KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock dominating
Yes.
by
we've
winning
seen
a game
that.
by 10 wickets.
Absolutely.
We can see that, but it's all about the mindset and how they think, which leads to the road of finale and that's all.
So, I mean, Kaushik's focus at the moment seems to be on the support staff, the management, how well they are, encouraged from time to time. I think that certainly plays. I think we don't seem to focus so much on the big role that these support staff plays because day in and day out, players are traveling. It's a hectic schedule. They need to be, having those breaks, and you never know. It's a very IPL for us as viewers is very different because we just at the end of the day we watch two matches, we are happy. But I think people they really take the grind and they need that sort of support. And without naming teams, we know that there were one or two teams which had terrible managements, and it became the talk of the town. It was there everywhere. But I think that Kaushik is talking or touching upon a very important point, which often gets missed out. And absolutely, the environment would decide which team would be there, at least in the top four. But Kaushik has still not told us his maybe top two. At least I mentioned Mumbai and Chennai. Yeah. So
I would say my top three. I would say like
Mhm.
obviously I support both teams like Chennai and Bangalore, and Hyderabad.
Okay.
I would say these three teams would make into the finale.
Yeah.
As a fan, I would definitely say Sunrisers Hyderabad. But from my observation, I think Mumbai is the better balanced team compared to others because batting, though we all already discussed, but when it comes to bowling, they have Trent Bolt, they have Jasprit Bumrah, they have
Yeah, yeah.
Hardik Pandya, they have Mitchell Santner.
Yeah,
So
that's a
these
deadly
four names
sort of
only, like it's not only about how they bowl, but the experience they have.
which is not found in many other teams at
Hmm.
the moment, except for maybe Punjab. Yeah. So,
So
and I heard that Patirana is injured. So
Yeah.
that will be a big loss for Chennai. Right?
KKR.
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 Got
sorry,
into
KKR.
KKR.
So yeah, these are injuries do play a role.
Yeah.
But I think, are we missing out? Kaushik mentioned RCB. What are the chances of a defending champion going on to win the next? I mean, it's happened with Chennai, it's happened with Mumbai, but not other teams, right? I mean, what are the chances of RCB winning it again this time?
The players, sir. The players and RCB would set the environment very good that they take on that eagerness to win the World Cup.
We were already
Being
talking at
told.
the beginning of the show about the support, fan
Yeah.
support. That's always there.
Yeah.
But I think you have a
Eagerness, sir.
point. Yeah.
Players' eagerness. And we might see Josh Hazelwood missing the IPL. That would be a very
that will be a
big
huge
blow,
loss, because he's such a good bowler,
Yeah.
especially in those early overs. He invariably picks up a wicket or two.
for sure.
Even in middle overs, he would always be that key bowler where
Yeah,
he,
Like when we need a wicket, we can,
Yeah, you
Hazelwood,
can
can you
depend
please
on-
do the
if team needs to bowl a maiden over or few dots, he can
he's the
come in
one.
and do that.
So they depend heavily on him, just like Mumbai depends
Yeah,
on Bumrah.
But again, RCB has Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
yes,
the
we should
experience
never
is there.
forget the amazing experience that he carries with him.
Swing
And
king.
such a crafty bowler he is. Yeah.
Everyone were trolling him for the past season, but in this domestic cricket, he was clearly dominating again.
So he's done well this time.
Yeah, in the domestic cricket, everyone were thinking that he should retire. Something around that was going on, but he
He's
made a
proved them
comeback.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he made that comeback again.
Like against RCB, like any other team has a crazy batting lineup, but again, it comes down to who bowls well this season.
Yeah,
Okay. So I'll just make it a little more tricky, and maybe we will wind up. If you were to give one team, right, apart from your own favorite, because we tend to psychologically we tend to say, okay, because we are from Hyderabad, we all three of us want SRH to win.
Maybe
But-
not Kaushik, sir.
Maybe not Kaushik. Okay, that's for another day.
Huh.
But I think if you leave out your own team from here, that one team which you feel has the X factor to win IPL 2026, what would it be? Which
Mumbai.
team would it be?
Mumbai Indians.
Okay, Mumbai,
Punjab, sir.
and I'll go with Chennai.
Punjab. Yeah.
Right. So I'm sure we had a good time here.
So
I hope the audience also.
I have
Yes.
2 questions, sir.
2 questions left.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll close with that. Yeah.
One would be, would this war affect the IPL?
Okay.
That's a very
Yeah.
good question.
Okay.
Like we saw, I saw in social media that there are situations where we might get that lockdown soon. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's that true,
Yeah.
but what would be
Yeah, I
the
think the only
surrounding-
problem that at the moment I see is the flights in case, because there are some no-fly zones and all of
Yeah.
that.
That shouldn't be an issue,
Yeah, I
sir.
don't think that's such a big issue.
mainly overseas players?
Overseas
Security
players-
is what.
Security,
but I think for security, I think
no problem. in
security-wise,
India.
I think IPL is absolutely one of the safest places where cricket happens. So that's certainly not an issue. But then there is a slight concern, but I think I don't think it's such a big. But what was your second question?
The final question, main question, sir. Which team would score 300?
Yeah.
Definitely not SRH, I guess.
Yeah.
We can clearly see that.
There
But
is
then,
a lot of buzz around it, sir.
No, but I see if at all there's a team which can score 300, it has to be SRH.
Another
Because,
2 teams.
okay, which is the other
Two
one?
teams would be scoring according to you?
Number one, I think SRH. Yeah, which is capable. We've got very close to 300, right? 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
286?
Yeah.
Is that right? So
Yeah. Okay. Which is the other team you were talking about?
I was asking your opinion, sir.
Mumbai, maybe.
Yeah, I was going with
Mumbai with that batting.
I would only say SRH. I don't see any other team going.
Fanboy, come on, man.
No.
Yeah.
It's not about fun. But who plays that destructive cricket?
Mumbai, of course. Even I support Mumbai in that 300 matter.
I would
Yeah,
say,
but I think most destructive is SRH.
SRH,
okay?
yeah.
But I think we are
After-
moving away from. We've answered 2 of those questions, but
Man,
you have said that which one team? You said
Mumbai,
Mumbai. You said
Punjab,
Punjab, and I
yeah.
said
Chennai.
Chennai. So I think that's on that count. I think we will end. I hope this podcast is, it's sort of more than the eyeballs. I think it sort of gets people in the right spirit to approach IPL as a fun tournament with a lot of serious aspects associated with it. But I think it's at the end of the day, it's a game, right? And I'm sure across India we treat it like that. We don't just support our team; we also support other teams.
Yeah.
And I think we are all from Hyderabad, but we do believe that there are so many other good teams. Although we would want SRH to win, I think the other teams are giving us a tight run for our money, as we say it. Any last comments from both of you, and then we will close.
I think that's it. I just want to wish the viewers good luck and may the best team win.
Yeah, Ashin.
Nothing, sir. Support your own team. Bhaichara.
Yeah. So this is the 3 of us signing off from St. Mary's College, Hyderabad. Hope you have a great IPL and lots of fun and lots of action. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.